coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And look at this, right away a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
It's Ronald Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's fine. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Come on.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
We are going. Three down. Wide left. Hey, switch gears.
A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's fine. Yeah.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Liz.
4 down. Check.
319.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We got 4.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Going right.
Spine.
319.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's what I'm
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Single the slot.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo. No.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Ohio!
Brissett to throw on first. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
We got 4. Going to 88. They're going to 88.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Ohio!
2nd down, Brissett. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 down. Check. Check 59. Mike is 59.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah! 59's Mike.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. second down throw for Brissett. Left side complete to Marion Jenkins. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Four down. Mike 5'9", Ohio!
From the red zone now, Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the 4th-year man for Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Strong right. 3 down. SOS.
Flex round!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Hey.
The toss play to Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Right there. 50.
Here we go. 58.
I got you, son.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Bang! Box it! No. 319!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because if you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4 down!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go, come on. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 4 down. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Hey, we got three, we got...
No. 319!
Check.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Single.
Rodgers now on third and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Ohio!
On first and 10, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Zoom.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now here come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 to Montgomery to begin the drive. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, it's McKenzie. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15. At the 14-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Set on first down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Austin Safarian Jenkins. 81 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That's fine.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line.
Jumbo! 319!
Rodgers now on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jumbo!
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Just watch 88. Single.
Brissett to throw on first. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Single. I go 85.
319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Charles Clay with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
Flex round! Flex round!
Even. 4 down. Even.
Ohio! Ohio!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Hey, where y'all going?
Get this, boy. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get
Inside.
Shift. Check.
Wide left.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Bring up.
Mike 54.
Back.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Liz. Look at this.
The carry here for the big tight end. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
2nd down, Brissett. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in the East Bay. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's John Ryan now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. first down, Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 36, 36. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch the safety creep.
Brissett now on second down. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Mike 57.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight end right. Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Brissett now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
4 down. Check.
A first down throw for Brissett. Look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Ohio! Ohio! 57. Mike, 57. Ohio!
Brissett again. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw again. Brissett. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
4 down, 4 down.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Easy, 4 down, easy. Ohio! Ohio! 57
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight on the left. Move. Hey. 4 down.
On second down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella... He just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Check 13. Ohio. Hey, you're on an island. Flex round. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And now the kick is blocked.
Going this way. Yeah, baby. Strip City all day.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. 58.
He's checking. Crash. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm here all day.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go Elliott again, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's
Box it. Where y'all going? Gun.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, check 26.
You can't block me.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Single.
Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former 1st-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey. You got 3.
Hurry up.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You got 4. You got 4.
319! 319! Look at that!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A lot